All right, test, test, test. All right. We are back here once again. We are back here. Let a few more people show up in a little bit, see if anybody else crosses through. Hopefully my voice is not too loud or my music is not overbearing. But we're back here once again on a Friday. Welcome back, folks. Got a few people in here. Say what's up if you're in. Make sure you hit the like button, all that good stuff while you're in on the stream. Just want to know you're here. Or my guy, what's happening, man? Welcome back, welcome back. Appreciate you as usual, always stopping in to hang out for a little while with the kid. It's your boy Will, way up Will, aka Chart Picasso out here. My little tag name for you. All right, we are here once again. I found a little playlist that seems to be okay. Lewis, what's going on? Welcome back, my friend. Got a little playlist here that seems to be okay, reasonable. Has some boom bap to it. You know, that's my era right there. So they won't let me play some tracks, but making do with what we got right now. So hopefully this is okay. Can't go too in on the specific music that we used to kind of play, but this can rock though. This reminds me of my era, so I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna let this rock out. Hopefully this is doable for you guys as well. John, what's happening? Timmy Crypto, what's going on, man? Welcome back, guys. Pablo, you already know. We back here once again. So, SPY, man. SPY at 580. Right? SPY at 580. And, yeah, 580, 10 higher day. It's just been following the trend. Right? I'm sure a lot of people are in disbelief. Oh, no, I thought CPI was bad. Oh, the economy. Yeah, all right. Think what you want to think, but they're gonna do this. They're gonna do this move regardless. I said it yesterday. I'm gonna say it again. And the charts is gonna tell you what's gonna happen. And that's why this is the core reason why that the market can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. This is the point. It's because it doesn't run off. In my opinion, it doesn't run off what people think. It runs off what it runs off, which in my opinion has always been the charts. And the ones that see that, hopefully be on the right side of the trade. Yes, it does have an effect, but in my opinion, it just modulates. It slows it down, speeds it up, slows it down, speeds it up. But if the direction of the chart is the direction of the chart, it's going to go that way anyway, and then try to fill in the rhetoric later. What is this music right now? All right, so it was doing good. So this playlist seemed to be okay. Oh, this not okay. Not the playlist. This is a commercial. Let's go back to this. All right, this will work. I was about to turn that off real quick, but we're good now. All right. Good stuff. Happy Friday, Craig. What's going on? TGI Friday, my friends. So, a couple things to go over here. We're up crazy. AMC. We'll talk about that as well. I'm liking this move. All right. We talked about it. I did mention this on Twitter. We talked about it yesterday. We wanted to see closes above certain numbers on AMC and GME. SQQQ shares. Buying shares in anticipation of a hard market sell-off after the election. It can happen. I mean, it depends how fast we get up to those levels. I would like to see us, if we start to get up to those levels, you can get a drop. We just don't know. I can't call it. I mean, I personally am looking at it still hitting 620, 618, 619, 620. If it hits there. If it's, I'm looking all into the election. If it goes up there, then you have the opportunity, but that would be roughly about I would look at that as an ABC retracement at that point. But you got to see. I mean, you got to see. This is early. It's too early to start picking them up. But again, you can always average in if you're bearish on the market in general. That'd be nice. But we'll dive more into the whole scenario there for the SPY. We got time for it. I'm pretty sure you guys are gonna be here. We're gonna go over it more frequently, but this is the deal. Right? This is the deal. We're up here at we're only a few percent away from hitting that 600 mark, which we've been talking about for a few months. A lot of you guys have been here since way back when. We've been talking about it for a while, and here we are. So we're gonna continue to see. As far as this is concerned, AMC. We talked about it yesterday. We also mentioned on Twitter that we wanted to see certain numbers. Emmanuel, Manny, what's going on? Welcome back. Always a pleasure, my friends. You guys could be anywhere in the world, or anywhere else in the world, but just choose to spend time here with me, and I totally appreciate you guys for it, definitely. All right. So now that we're here, AMC held above and closed above 418. That's what I wanted to see. Inverse head and shoulders is playing out. We need to get and clear this area to get back into this range, which will turn into a fake out to the downside, and we finally get the overshoot that should take us to the undershoot that should be an overshoot that should move us up finally into the $9 range, and I want to see going into the next couple of days. Creek lines are much lower as this downside is ensued, but we need to get over the 30 weekly moving average here, which is at 441. That's not going to be easy to break in one shot. That's going to be tough. Right now, first and foremost, we need to break 425. Once 425 is broken, our next target and battle is going to be at 439, 440, 441. Once you fully break 441, you will get the explosion. Now, it won't be a huge explosion, but it'll be enough to get us back into at least the 475 range. 455 first. All right, but then 475, and then we're talking about being really close to potentially breaking this downtrend and getting up out of here back into the $6 range. So one step at a time. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. However, GME is, as we continue to say, I've not fully gotten back into redoing my charts yet because TradingView, for whatever reason, deleted my entire chart, and I have to redo all of this stuff now. Just kind of been looking at it, trying to go through it again, but nothing has really changed. GME is now closer to breaking out of the downtrend from the $80 run as it has ever been. All right, it is very close. Once you get over the money line, which is right now currently at $21.24, you will start seeing GME pick up a lot of steam, and I think you'll start to see the call start to come rolling in on GME once again. But right now, we are very close to breaking that downtrend from the $80 move back in May. All right, that was the day. We'll break that. We'll start making moves for that $23.52 move. We'll now be playing this mid-range, this mid-area here. Once we fully break out of that and break $23, I'm watching for $40 coming very quickly. I have to redo my Elliott wave lines again because it's not all here. I'm still in the process, but I will have them most likely by Monday. We can go and look at the charts in general. However, I do still have a top target on GME over the next. It's not going to happen in one shot like people think. I don't think it is. It can, but I still believe it's going to be more of a trickle up over time, probably a few months even, toward that number we want to see somewhere in the $214 range. All right, now that's going to take time. It may be parabolic, it may not. However, right now it looks like it's setting up for a gradual push up toward that direction. All right, so be careful with your calls and stuff like that. So that's what we got on GME, but it did have to close above 2080, which I looked for yesterday. We got it to a T. Also, AMC closed above 418. Got that. So the check marks are being checked. All right, we got the boxes being checked. We're looking good so far. We want to see it just continue on this path so we can start to get the upside that we all want to see finally. To be done with this downside, done with the distribution stuff, and start getting up to the potential markup ranges that we all know is capable on both of these stocks. All right. You guys have been watching CNK. All right, just to touch on the movie theater section. All right, CNK has continued back up. Got the bounce, pushing. Ready to head towards $32 is the next target on CNK. If you want to be bullish on it, I don't think it's a bad idea. All right, it is still bullish. It is still moving to the upside, and it will continue. Great long-term hold if you care for it. I know nobody cares about it, but it is what it is. It's still bullish. All right, same thing with IMAX. IMAX is slow as hell, but it is still bullish. All right, IMAX yesterday had a 4-5% day. All right. My charts are still here. Luckily, they don't mess with these, and they didn't mess with AMC, but they did mess with GME for some weird reason because my whole chart is gone. All right, here's your setup on IMAX. All right, this is a weekly breakout that has already occurred on IMAX. You pushed towards $21. You came back, and all you did was retest the top side of the breakout at about $19. So it's going to make its move eventually towards $25 and towards $29 over time. But the sector, I mean, in terms of what's happening with the sector in general, can't say it looks fine. Looks great. Huge Adam and Eve, downtrend, all that good stuff. Ready to start to go toward the golden pocket. About $29 is probably in sight on IMAX as well. So the sector looks good. The only one that's a laggard at this point is AMC. It just is what it is. I'm going to keep an eye here on GME, man, because GME is getting really close to that money line again, 21.24. That should help carry AMC through this issue that's got it above that 425 mark. All right, so let's watch that. I agree with you in November, but by July 2025. Yeah, I could see that. July 2025 is very possible. You gotta let the world do what it's gonna do at that point. I personally see a little bit of a sideways action, but that doesn't mean you can't make money on the downside when it does happen. Once it starts to fade off on the SPY, well, I'd expect it to start to trickle back towards that 580 mark over a couple months. But I don't think it's going to be a drastic dump like people may be expecting, like after the election or anything like that. So it'll be a trickling situation. All right, shout out to anybody that caught that whole situation last night. That was interesting, but I could not shake the thoughts of iRobot. I don't know if anybody saw that movie. All right, that was I'm pretty sure you guys have probably seen that one. Tesla absolutely slammed down to the downside, but it got a nice little bounce though. It's still bullish. It's just in a situation where it was a sell the news event, as Tesla has done many times before. They sold off the news, and people are buying the dip. But that was in order to guys kill contracts and do what they normally do on that side of things. But dump down 10% today was the max down, up to about 214 was the low of the day. So that was really interesting to see. But something I was actually talking to the Discord about, the best setup here was Uber and Lyft along all of this, because they are the ones that are in the space. Right, they're the ones that are in the space, and Uber's been going absolutely wild for the last couple of weeks. We took notice of it in the Discord. I'm like, we gotta watch these guys, because they are the ones that are going to be the ones that are going to be sympathy. Didn't get into it, but yeah, here you go. Uber and Lyft, 8-9% days on both of them today. All right, off of the news, off the dump on Tesla. So something to consider. Right. I expect Uber to go toward all-time highs, where it actually is at all-time highs as we speak. I'm expecting $100 on Uber. Right, that's the target on Uber. That'd be a test or retouch of the 1618, $100.12. So long term, in my opinion, Uber is on its way to $100. It may happen a lot sooner than we think. All right, this could take a few weeks probably, but I mean that's a target. That's what's going to happen. You broke this whole setup, you're going to go up there. That's what's going to happen. So just keep an eye on Uber. Congratulations if you caught the move, the sympathy situation, and also the take advantage of the dump that just happened on Tesla. All the money came out of Tesla, went right into Uber and Lyft. I mean, we could take a look at Lyft as well. Same situation. All right, they're both up like crazy. Lyft is up 10% right now. Wild. All right, so this is what we're dealing with. But the only thing I can think of when I watch those robots across the screen, I'm like, yeah, nah, I don't know about this one. I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, this is the only thing I can think of. You guys have probably seen this movie. This is the first thing that came to my mind. When I saw that whole setup here, I'm like, nah, bro, we're not having that. Hopefully this actually plays. I never did this before on stream, but I saw that van come out. I'm like, nah, man. Then you start seeing these dudes in jumpsuits, doing the robot and nah, man. I'm like, come on, man. This is what I saw. I saw that van, everybody hopping out the van like they would come out of the party. Then I saw this whole, I'm like, come on, bro. You over here trying to enjoy your ride, and all of a sudden the doors open up, and then here they come. Here comes Optimus coming out with him and all his boys ready to take care of business. Like, nah, man. I'm like, listen, I'm not ready for that yet. So that's what I saw. I had a dream about it last night. I'm like, I don't know about this yet. I don't know, but we're in the future right now, guys. The future's now, right? We're in the middle of it. We can obviously see what's happening in the world. But AI is real. I mean, this movie came out, 10-something years ago? Whatever it was, maybe early 2000s even. I don't know exactly what year it came out. But 2004. Jeez. All right, so this is 20 years ago. Damn, where the hell did time go? So, here we are. Yeah, it's definitely a little scary, though. Splendid things. What's going on, though, by the way? Appreciate you stopping in with us. All right. So, yeah, this is what we're dealing with, guys. So, once again, appreciate you guys being in the stream. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe if you have not already done so. Pleasure to have you here, regardless of what, as we look at these charts and go over a couple different things. But that's my little thing today as far as what it looked like yesterday with the whole iRobot deal we were dealing with yesterday. All right, so here we are. But definitely keep an eye on the GME. GME technically just got the breakout. It's very close. All right, we're watching for 21.24. All right, that's a very for real big iRobot vibes, man. So that's the first thing that came to my mind. I'm like, yeah, nah, I don't know about this. Especially that bus. When that bus came out, or whatever it's called, the wagon. I'm like, yeah, nah, man. You guys gotta. I know what they're trying to do, but I mean. And my man Pablo was talking about he brought up the DeLorean, like the DeLorean setup. That's where they got the whole idea for the truck, the Cybertruck of it. It looks just like it. I mean, it's a truck versus a car, but that's the concept. I see where they're going though. But we see where the inspiration is from. You can see where the inspiration comes from. It's as clear as day. But you know, not everybody's thinking like that. They see the future. They see opportunity to make money, buy calls, and YOLO to the moon type stuff. All right, so it is what it is on that front. So best of luck, man. But good stuff on NVIDIA, on Tesla, to the downside. If anybody played puts just on the selling news side, did not do that myself, but did keep in mind the other side of the play, which was the sympathy deal. Once they lost liquidity, it all went towards Uber and Lyft, which are lifting off, so to speak, at this point. So that's the deal, man. Anybody who caught the Crowdfire play, bro, Crowdfire was absolutely wild and is absolutely wild. But this whole setup, I have it going to trying to fill the gap here. I've been in these. I only have one call, unfortunately. I wish I had more of them. But this was a fantastic breakout to the upside. Picked this one up was a couple days ago, and this thing is heading towards 327. I'm looking for 327.35 to hit. Not expecting it to hit it right away, or fill the gap. It's possible, but I'm looking for that gap fill off of what happened off of the dump news that we got over the summer. Off of the issues that they had with Microsoft, that whole data breach situation. So we're kind of leaning right back into it. But track this one for a quick second, and it's got high possibility to head up this way. Great opportunity if anybody caught it. Nice breakout to the upside. This thing can really push, man. So stocks that drop down don't stay down forever, especially if they're good companies that have reason for upside and bounce plays. Again, like an INTC. So myself and a couple of guys in the Discord jumped in on INTC. All right. By the way, these calls are still going. Still going on Crowdfire. They are now currently up 378%, or one call. I wish I had freaking more of them. But one call is up 370-something%. 378% currently at the moment as we speak, guys. Let's see here. So INTC, another one. This one had to drop. A lot of news has been coming out on INTC as we've been moving up back to the upside. Today, I'm looking for us to get back towards. We answered calls on this thing this morning. Going to hold these out to the end of the month. These are going to be heading towards, in my opinion, 24.50, with a high possibility of retesting 25.65 on INTC. If anybody could see reason, we're already up on these things. We do this in the Discord early before I get on the stream with you guys, and we go through several charts and things like that, some concepts, and we get in position, man. That's how we generally do it. Let's see what we got here. Give me 1 second. All right. What do we got here? Upstart is finally starting to go, so Upstart I'm also in. We've discussed Upstart in the past. INTC calls, this moves slow. I mean, it's up like, what, 12% right now. It's not bad. But letting it move, letting it rock. But in terms of recovering, INTC's got a good recovery to go. It's going to go slow. It's not a very fast-moving stock, but it can move up. All right, we obviously, the sector is strong. NVIDIA, you guys already know NVIDIA is looking for about that 137 mark. And to discuss NVIDIA, we know that we have this breakout that's occurred off of the trend. All right, and we're looking to head towards that 153 mark short term. We know yesterday we mentioned $100 million worth of calls was poured into NVIDIA for March. I mean, that's not a game. Right when I was looking at it, 15 million got dropped on it. So I'm like, yeah, this is time. But it's schematically speaking, it all makes sense for it to go up there. My first target in this case off of this breakout, 153. Second target, 180. So if you guys picked something up yesterday when we discussed it, maybe you had calls, maybe you decided to go long term, maybe you decided to do something. But the concept here was, I think we mentioned it was like 132. So we're up pretty substantially off of the phone, off of the call we had yesterday, or the video we did yesterday, the stream we did yesterday, off of that entry point. All right, so that's not too bad. If you picked up something around that 132 mark when we got on the stream, you'd be up 2% on the actual stock. And from a call perspective, depending on what dates you got, you should be looking real lovely right now on that. So congratulations, guys, on that. Just watch it ride up. All right, keep it going. That's what we're about. All right, what else we got going on here other than that? We're going to keep our eyes on those other two stocks as we usually do. AMC, GME, keep your eye on them as well. Wolf. All right, that money line. I've mentioned that a couple times on Wolf. 402. 402 has hit. Every time it hits 402, consider buying Wolf for long positions. Every time it gets above 402. If you see it go back to 402, buy position. Not financial advice. I got to say that. Not a financial advisor. But keep buying Wolf. Every time it hits 402, just buy it. If it goes under 402, buy it again. All right, you can see every time it hits 402, there's always a reaction. All right, keep that in mind. Joe, what's going on, man? All right, I see you got a question for my man over there. Check him out, check him out. Good stuff. That's the whole point, man. That's what the community is all about. You bounce ideas off each other. That's the point. This is a lonely sport. But the thing is, it does not mean you cannot work together in terms of bouncing knowledge off one another, right? Iron sharpens iron, so keep that in mind. All right, what do we got here? So, yeah, in terms of Wolf, every time you get this 402 touch, you get a reaction. You get a move back up to the upside, especially if you're already above it. So I'm going to keep saying it until Wolf hits somewhere in that range. But I got $9.40, $7.35, $15.58. This is going up. Now they're not gonna make it easy to have this weekly breakout. They're not gonna make it easy, but it's going to happen. All right, we're like right there. So once you finally get back above 511, it can really get interesting. But 402 is that reaction line. Every time you touch 402, you get something happening. Once, twice, breaker here 3 times, you ran up, retest, touch, you ran back up, and now you're doing it again, 5th time. And the direction, in my opinion, is up. Once you finally break 511 cleanly, you'll start really going. And Wolf, you can see, it can do a 10% move like nobody's business. So it's nothing to Wolf to make a move 10, 20%. It's done 30% days. We watched that happen. So do keep that in mind, man. And it went all out. Today is 3x because Bitcoin. Yeah, I see it. I totally agree with you, Joe. It's good stuff, man. Oh, coin. Oh, yes, coin. Yes, coin. Coin got me last week. I did get got on coin. I'm not going to front on that. That did happen. But definitely Wolf is one to watch. I see at least 485. But also, if you break this downtrend on the weekly time frame, I do definitely see this thing starting to really pull off, heading towards higher numbers. $7.35 to be your first target if you get above 541. But that weekly 30 moving average would be the recovery zone overall, and this is just going to be a play that's going to be around for a while. My average is down here in the ones still. I'm going to just hold on to this thing probably forever. So we'll see. Come back in a year, it'll be like, price will be like $40, Boaz yourself, right? Let's do it. But let's take a look at coin real fast. I know I got played by coin last week. I wanted to see the move, but it dropped. It shook me out of that call. These calls are freaking expensive. But here we go. It's still popping right back up. So coin, coin is actually doing a thing. All right, it did another thing. It's doing it again. But it needs to break back into this area. All right, that's that location. The coin. I want to see it get back to $95 or $195. Excuse me. If it can continue to make this move, you'll see 195. All right, it'll get it. But ultimately, it's a fake breakdown outside of a monthly wedge. And pretty much all the crypto stocks look like this. All right, all of them. This is, let's go to a longer time frame. You kind of have a cup and handle happening on this too. So a lot of them are happening the same way. This large reaccumulation situation. At the end of the schematic, you have this, flag of some sort. In this case, it's a descending broadening wedge, but you can also call it a flag. But they're all doing this, right? Coin, PLTR, we talked about that yesterday. The list goes on and on. Also, Robinhood, same thing. What's the other one? DraftKings, same thing. They're all doing this. So this time frame, back, if you look at it from this perspective, it's pretty obvious now, but 2022, 2021, 2022 into 2023 was all accumulation. So institutions have been buying down here like crazy, and they're turning things around. After retail got shaken up or bought at the IPO, when it first came out, retail all got shaken out. They probably lost a bunch of money. They gave up, they sold, while accumulation was all happening by big institutions. They're buying it like crazy down here, and look where we are. All right, coin. I remember vividly coin being at $30. All right, people probably sold like this thing is going down. Bitcoin, SBF, all that nonsense, and then here you go right back up. So they get you to sell at the bottom. Now we know better than that. Now, all right, we're not gonna let that happen. All right, I'm pretty sure at this point we've been here long enough. It's time to turn things around. Flip the script, so to speak. All right, let's see here. Joe Justice says, I'm day trading Hood. Puts the rest of the day. Let's see, get back in. Again, I'm holding Hood puts. Yeah, let's take a look. I also shorted SoFi 850 for next week. Watch one of the collapse markets. Could be dark gray Friday. Let's take a look at SoFi. Let's go to SoFi. How's SoFi doing? SoFi had a mean breakout as well. Well, not really mean one, but it does have one. I think we covered that here on the live stream. I don't have any position on it. That's the only reason I would have charted this thing in some degree. But it is looking good short term. Let's take a look. $10 over 2 days. Collapse the market, sell down today. So you're looking to do this for a shorter period of time. Okay. Let's take a look at short periods. I mean, you got some monster breakouts that have happened on this thing. It's possible. Look for at least a retest of the downtrend, probably somewhere in the 850 range. Makes sense. Let's see if you're running into anything. All right, where's my trading chat? I mean, this looks freaking strong. Let's take a look at volume. But the market's looking strong, so I mean, it's not really. It's tough. You'd be trying to catch the move down, which is highly possible. Well, if the market starts showing some weakness, I definitely could see it coming back down real quick. But right now, the one thing I am noticing on this push upwards, you do have a divergence here on volume versus the price increase. So if you're going to catch the move back down, you'd be looking definitely about 840. 840-ish, 850, 840, somewhere around there, and the move back down if you start continuing to stall out on volume like this. So in this case, that's what I'm watching first and foremost. Right, we can potentially get a drop back down to at least retest the top side of the breakout, which would make a lot of sense. So at least to catch the top, the psychological number would be about $9. And you can catch a move back to 840, 850 before it tries to push up again, if it pushes up again. But yeah, I can totally see why we would go with that, because it is a lower volume push up outside of this range. So a lot of resistance is going to start showing up at the psychological solid number of $9 probably. So it would make sense. All right. Hey, good stuff, Joe Justice. Take it easy, man. Appreciate you stopping in as usual. All right, definitely hit the like button, subscribe. Hope to see you going in the future, my friend. But definitely good input on that, man. All right, let's see here. As far as what else we got going on. All right. Appreciate you guys once again being here, for giving me the energy to continue to come back and do this. It's always a pleasure. Hopefully you guys are okay with the music selection that we got here today. Again, I cannot jump on the real hot fire music that I like to play, but you know, we're gonna try to let this play a little bit while they get off my back about this whole music copyrighted situation. All right, so all right, so but this is not too bad. It's actually real reasonable. AMC's finally get candles that look like candles again. All right, good. It's starting to look like candles again, not like chicken scratch. Not a bad deal. But the 5-minute looks horrible. I mean, it's better than what it was looking earlier. Earlier, it was looking absolutely wild. But this chicken scratch nonsense has to stop. I mean, these candles don't even... When's the last time a candle in AMC actually was a candle? Let's go back, just out of curiosity. It's been a little while. I probably won't be able to catch it on the 5-minute. But, let's see. I mean, the 5-minute, look at these. It's just like Morse code or something, you know, like little dots. Especially in after hours, forget about it. Christmas tree. Nuts, man. Alright, let's see here. Alright, coin 6%. And I think I had coin calls. The coin calls I had, I think they were, what are they? I think they were like 175 or something. I don't remember. It was a while ago. It was a couple days ago. It feels like a while ago, but it was a couple days ago. But I got stopped out on those. But it did have a nice little move today. But the crypto move, let's see how Bitcoin is actually doing, because Bitcoin needs to go up. Right, I mean, it's close. Yeah, Uber's, yeah, bro. Yeah, Uber's gonna go, man. Uber's going to $100. Alright, let me go back to Uber real quick since my man Jermaine is pointing that out. I mean, it should be doing the thing, man. And Pablo, hopefully you're printing, man. I know that that whole Tesla thing, that was absolutely wild, bro. But Lyft and Uber, what's going on here? All right, forget this for a second. Uber, wow, Uber hit $85.50, 85.29. Not bad, bro. Not bad at all. Let's see here. Yeah, all off the back of the Tesla dump. Roll a bit, KOSS. Just got out of Uber for today. Good money, man. Congrats, Pablo, my man. Getting that Tesla money, man. Good stuff, good stuff. That's not bad. I mean, we picked it up this morning. What was it? It was about 4% or something like that at the time, 5%. So you caught an extra 5%. That's not that damn bad, man. That's not bad. We caught it this morning, but it's the move was made pretty crazy, man. That candle, yeah, for the short term, that candle looks a little reversely right here. That guy. All right, at the top of the trend, you're gonna push down for a little bit. Doesn't mean it's a dead play, but it's gonna relax for a little bit. But good stuff, man. Congrats. Bollinger Bands are ready to go on costs. Let's take a look at KOSS real quick. Man, J5 up in here, man. Back. This is good to see you again, man. KOSS, if we talk about chicken scratch, bro, it's worse. It's worse than AMC, but it still makes moves. AMC just don't be doing anything, but at least KOSS makes moves. But it definitely has that the rising support. This guy screaming back there. This guy screwing me up. Hold on a second. Actually, let me turn my headphones down. That's probably what it is. My own headphones is a little high. All right. You said on Bollinger Bands? I don't really use them. Let me pull them up. So you're saying they're pretty tight. I mean, it's gonna go. It's gonna run. And right now, this is the spot to buy. If anybody is looking to buy cars, in my opinion, not financial advice, it is the spot to be buying. All right. Yeah, it's gonna make a move, and if GME is gonna do the move, I think it's about to do. Cost is gonna do it too. All right. So this is the spot to buy. It's really close to the end of the situation, yeah. All right. Yeah, you obliterate, brother. Alright. I'll let that stick for a second. It's kind of dope. All right, but yeah, as far as if GME is gonna do the move we can expect it to do, I'm watching for cost to make a move. But this is buy zone in my opinion. Like, it makes perfect sense, and it's gonna break out really soon. This move right here was a little premature. That one, all right, happened prematurely, but that does not mean it's not gonna happen. It's got shot down immediately, so you're gonna make a second attempt at it. Let's take a look here. Wow. Yeah, this is gonna run soon. This is gonna run soon. Let me get rid of a couple different things. So let's take a look at the pivots real quick. Let's hide the drawings for a moment. Yeah, it's gonna run real soon. Your real number to break at this point on the 30-minute. I'll tell you in a second. Yeah, it's the creek. All right, I talk about these creeks a lot. The 1 hour creek is sitting right here at $7.34. We talked about it this morning, I believe, in the Discord. I think when you were in there. But yeah, 734. You'll start making moves. Once you break 793, this thing is gonna roll out here like quick. You go all the way back to $11 at minimum, and then from there I'm looking at 28 as the top. That's not a bad move off the situation. But as you can see, from a momentum standpoint, this already it's actually ahead of GME. All right, it's just insane. Like GME, this is GME setup. This is the exact same setup. Braveheart, what's going on, man? You didn't miss much. We're gonna make the move. We're stepping up. We just gotta. It's gonna take a little time on AMC, man. The AMC is just the slowest stock in history. But in terms of, we're talking about. And we'll go over it in a little bit as well, man. No worries. As far as, let's see, GME's cost is concerned, KOSS. All right, KOSS on the weekly, looks much better. Well, already has done what GME is. We're trying to watch GME get done. So KOSS is is ready to go, man. Let me get rid of a couple things. Yeah, KOSS is ready to roll out of here in a little bit. All right, it's gonna go. It's gonna go up. I know that, and we're waiting for GME to have this set up. All right. Oh, come on, Biggie. Hey, careful. Listen, I don't know this track, but this is not copywritten, so let's but no Biggie. I don't want to hear his voice. I do want to hear his voice, but not like that. All right. Anyways, as far as this is concerned, this has the setup for continuation. Cost probably has about. I'll give you a time frame on costs. Let's take a look. Let's take a look about when. From when to when I expect cost to go. Cost has about 18 weeks. 18 weeks to it. All right, no cursing, man. Next. All right. All right, so as far as this is concerned, yeah, this is looking like it's gonna have a move probably within the next couple of weeks. It's happening very slowly, but you need to break above that 734 range. Once you start breaking that 734 range, this thing is gonna start gonna start moving up. This is dope. This is actually really dope, man. So watch out for it on costs because it's gonna go. I have no real fear or doubt in my mind that it's not gonna go. It's just gonna take a while, but once it starts going, you guys will know because you're gonna be watching it and you're gonna probably be in. But so far, so good on KOSS. No real worries there. But this is ahead of GME in terms of what we're trying to see on GME. From a weekly perspective, not from where it is now. From a weekly perspective, it's ahead of GME based upon the chart. Not saying that GME didn't go first. Actually, who went first during that May situation? I know Cost was going, but which one went first? Let's find out. KOSS back in May when everything started running. What date did KOSS run up? Now, KOSS is also in May. So May 1st, you got a platinum cross up in May 1st. So let's go ahead. Let me remove a couple things real quick. Let me see. The old man won't resign? No problem. Let's see. I feel like Fresh has been on so tight for me. It's very oversold. Yeah, it's beyond oversold. Let me check out KOSS. So GME was May 1st. KOSS. Yeah, GME is gonna freaking roll, man. Damn, I'm happy for everybody. May 1st. So everything basically happened on May 1st, but the larger run or the biggest push on KOSS was July, right? Or the secondary push. All right, so this has been wave 1, 2, 3. So KOSS has probably one more good move. But let's see. From this perspective. 2 ran up to 19 bucks. I have it, as far as the election is concerned, I think the market's going to go up into the election and continue throughout probably the half of 2025. It's going to stay in the 600s, so, in my opinion. It won't be an immediate reaction at all. I don't think so, based upon how the chart looks. But we're talking about the SPY anyway. Or SPY, not QQQ, really, just really the SPY. QQQ is a whole nother deal. But I think it's going to stick around in the 600 range, 620, 6. I actually think it might overshoot 620. Possible, hang around there, maybe 630, possibly 640, and come back down probably 580. But it's going to take a little bit. Yeah, it's going to take a little while. Yeah, but everything happened in May, so. But you got the weekly cross up here. Yeah, this is going to just go up, man. There's nothing else to talk about. Okay, OSS is going to just go up, bro. Just make sure you got a little KOSS if you care about the company. All right. Yeah, give us some time. But as far as that, I think we're gonna hang around 620, 630, 640 for a little bit, and then come down. A lot of bears are gonna get squeezed out for a little bit. I mean, if they haven't already been squeezed out, which they continue to be squeezed out when they're thinking one thing and then we're still moving up. All right, what else we got going on here? So, it's 11:30 right now, a few minutes in. Tesla hanging out. EV Go. You wear Beats? Yeah. I forget the name of this damn company that I got on, but they're freaking expensive. But I don't remember what the name of the brand was. Let's see here. Oh, McMahon's. Bro, that McMahon stuff is serious, bro. If any, shout out to anybody that caught that what you call it, the documentary. That joint is dope, man. McMahon is that dude, yeah. He's that dude for real. Something else, man. All right, guys. So here goes GME, man. We'll take a look at AMC. AMC should start pushing up too here because GME just got a platinum cross up as well. Now this is a cross-functional version of the platinum cross up, not the exact platinum cross up on the short term. This is a cross up on the daily. All right, so this is the hourly and the daily cross up. Now this is a little bit different than the general platinum cross up that I tend to use. But this says that we are going to start moving up. GME above 21.24. All right, once it gets this, and it's actually has broken out now. All right, so GME is officially broken out of the downtrend from the May run up. All right, just want to let that be known. All right, GME is in range. All right, it is officially a breakout. Now we're waiting for a couple other areas to break out, but so far so good. We want to get above 21.24, and I think GME will really start getting some people excited. All right, so congratulations if you picked up those calls. I know us in the Discord. I don't know if you were there at the time. No, J5 in the Discord. I know you've been away for a little bit, but we picked up some $25 calls on GME at roughly around $20.50. So we're up right now. You know what I mean? So it's it's good to see. You know what I mean? We want this jump, but now this is actually for a month out. So these calls are now on the GME side. Where's mine? Hold on a second. Where is it here? All right, we're gonna let these run. About damn time. 2025. These are up 12%. Nothing major. I thought it was actually more than that. So never mind. Let's just keep trickling upwards. I want to see $21.24 cross on GME. Let's get that happening as soon as possible. All right, anyways. Let's see here. SPY is still making that move up, man. My next target on SPY, 582.96. Been talking about 582.96 for a little bit. I mean, it perfectly bounced off that 575.01 target to the downside, and it just shot right back up. I mean, that's as clean as you can get on the SPY. That's very clean. It's pretty clean. But all good, man, either way. All right, let's go back and see what else we got going on. You watched the old doc last week, bro? It's great. That's a great documentary, bro. McMahon is that dude, yeah. That's a dude. I didn't realize how cool he was until I watched the whole thing. I mean, he's still a little crazy, but hey, to create what he created, you know, you got to be a little crazy. You got a lot of people mad, but that's what happens. Let me see. Wild boy. All right, let's go back to what else? Let's see if we can get a play going on right now, man. Forget all of this stuff. Let's see if there's some money out in these streets, man. One more. You know, I know enough is enough, but sometimes, you know, you still want that one exciting little play. I mean, this crowdfire, forget about it. I'm watching it just go up. I'm not even gonna harp on it. But crowdfire is nuts. But let's see if we can do something short term. Probably gonna actually stop being greedy and just take it and be done with it. That's one of the hard. I'm trying not to pay attention to it. And I know that's not easy for a lot of people, but all right, so that's all good. Let's see what's on the tape real fast. See what's coming out here. It's Friday, man. Taking it easy today. Probably gonna try and pin GME at around $21. I wouldn't be surprised. Because it's moving really slow at this point. Still not bad though. Are they gonna make it 23? Let me look at GME real fast. See if we'll get to 23.50. I mean, this is a clean breakout. Like, it is a clean breakout. If you get 23.50 is not going to be easy to get to. It's just not. This is very heavy resistance. But once you get above it, we could touch 2350. But this is two heavy resistance areas. I don't think we're going to get there today. So just be mindful of that if you're playing calls short term. I don't think I want to watch Cryfire anymore. I'm just going to take this and go bet it all on black. Alright. Let's see here. Actually, no, let me wait. I don't know what's going on with this one. SoFi still pushing up. 3% on SoFi. Look at Robinhood again. Robinhood's still pushing up. Robinhood is going to that $32 mark. Oh, yesterday, if anybody was here, we did mention PLTR. I don't know if I talked about with you guys on the stream or anybody here. Zach moved AMC to buy. Who's Zach? Is that a ticker? Zach moved AMC to buy. Okay. Xena seems hot. Xena? All right, let's take a look at Xena, and also, and then I'll go back to AMC again, because AMC is still stuck there at 421. So is GME. They're gonna try to hold GME at 21 bucks, unless they try to really let it go, this afternoon. But so far, they're gonna just hold it here, in my opinion. Anybody could double check Max Payne, see what those numbers are. He said Xena, Z-E-N-A. Positive Insight, what's going on, man? Welcome back to the stream, my friend. Always a pleasure. One of the dopest names out here. All right, Z-E-N-A. Z-E-N-A. And, okay, 42%. Well, that's a jump. This is a new stock. Is it a new stock? Why do I only have, like, 4 days worth of data? Maybe it's just me. It's not loading up or something. I'll give that a second. Maybe it's just me. No. Everything else is moving. Why? So it's a new stock. Okay. Thought I was bugging for a second. It's a new stock. Okay, it doesn't have anything on it. Oh yeah, it's gonna move up probably because it's new. It doesn't really have any resistances. Nothing really to do anything to it. It just broke above the 27. It's interesting. I'd have to look into more of them, what they do, but they're new, so I can't really see anything about it. D, what's going on, man? We back, man. They had I had a little bit of a ban going on because I played too much copyrighted music, so I gotta rock this kind of stuff for a little while. So until it cools off, I'll be playing some of this kind of stuff for a little bit. All right, Zach Investment. Okay, not sure which one that is, but let's take a look at AMC anyway. Not sure what Zach Investment is, but yeah. So AMC. All right, welcome back, though, D. But as far as this setup here, it's time to buy. I've been saying. I also said it on Twitter. You guys probably follow me. I said, mentioned. Hopefully, you guys follow me. If not, check me out on there on Twitter. My handle's in the description. Pretty much my name, Will_Homer, H-O-M-E-R-E. Check me out there. But I did mention to not get shaken out. All right, if you had calls, just average down. All right. If you're going to grab calls or buy or be buying, but this is buy zone. This is now and never buy zone. It's clear as day. All right, but the number you want to get fully back above is 442. You guys remember that location? We did get the bounce off of it. We moved up, but they weren't quite ready for it to let it go. They pushed it down one more time, obviously, and now we got this inverse head and shoulders off the level we mentioned, which was 406. Also mentioned that on Twitter, and then a close above 418. Also mentioned that on Twitter. I mentioned if we close above 418, I'm looking for this thing to start to make a move back towards 455. But do have to keep in mind that major resistance is going to be right here. The 30 moving average, that 442 we talked about on Twitter as well, that's going to be tough to break. But once you do break it, you should get a massive move. All right, that's going to be another massive move. Very similar to how we bounced the other day when we actually bounced off of it. We ran up from 440, 442. We went all the way back up to 470 just about in this move. Right, that was a pretty decent 5% day. Anybody would have bought calls off that level we called out on Twitter. Could have made some good money on calls at that bounce. However, it didn't hold, came down lower, bounced through, a failure of that weekly resistance line. But now we're looking to reattack it to bounce through off that move and now start to head towards trying to break this longer term downtrend that we've been creating since we had that $13 run. That's the one. You break that one, then we'll start looking to play 487, which is a creek, and then we'll move on to 453, which should also hopefully bring in some volume along with it. And we can finally start talking about heading toward $9. That has been the number we've been needing to see. However, they have been very successful at pushing this thing back down by not allowing any volume to happen or any kind of momentum to take place or anything of that nature, so they can round it out and hopefully spring us out one more time. So here we are. This is what we're dealing with. And this is what we're looking forward towards. But until then, we got to hold on. All right, so watch out with the short-term stuff. But this should be a climb. I know the next question is always when. Like, when are we going to get, what's the time frame? Like, at this point, I cannot tell you the time frame anymore. Because we see what they're capable for over 4 months. They see what they're capable of. I like to see is a direction. I cannot mention time frames anymore because of the fact that, I mean, we can give you an idea. I think it's going to be time between now and the November the 10th, which just so happens to be somewhere around their earnings. So if their earning is good, they're going to have a reason to push it up. But until then, it's been all GME that's been basically holding this thing alive, or else it would have been back at $1 by now. So GME is, because GME is so strong looking and, you know, has so much attention and everybody watching it at this point, knowing it's wound up to go, I think that's what's keeping the AMC alive. Personally, and it took me a long time to admit that, because again, I was more gung-ho AMC than anything. However, you know, it kind of call a spade a spade. It was realized back when GME squeezed $80 in May. It was what it was, because it literally took AMC out of the fire, because AMC would have been at $1, and I had puts to $1 at that point. I got squeezed out. It happens. All right, it happens. And I was being greedy at that point also, because I had puts from $4. I had $2 puts off of a $4 price, around $4.40 the first time we were there on AMC. Those puts went up 1,500%. All right, and I was looking to go greedy and go down to $1 because I knew that's where it was going. But GME came, saved the day, and then next thing you know, this thing ran to $14. So it is what it is, man. Ultimately, though, at this point, I do believe we have finally bottomed out, in my opinion. They just need to let this volume come through, because this thing is still stuck at 421. That's not a good sign. It's taking entirely too long. However, we still want to make sure we hold this close above 418. That's the only number that matters now for us to start to get the move back up. 418 right now. If we get 418 to hold, we're going back upwards. If not, you know, then they may not be done with us yet. All right, so just keep that in mind. Got some FB. What's that? Oh, EBS calls. EBS. I'll check that out. Can AMC run to at least 10? Yeah, it can run to 9. That's the short-term time price I can see. As far as it running up higher, I can see it running up a lot higher than that. I can see it running up to $70. You know, that's the number. Until it's gonna keep saying that till we get there. But yeah, $70. All right, that is not. I have not taken my eye off that target. This is just the buy zone to get there. In my opinion, if you want that $70 target, you know, ask Carvana. We're gonna keep using Carvana as an example. When nobody thought it'd get back to where it's at now, $3. Carvana's at $200 right now in a year. All right, I mean, that's freaking impressive. All right, within a year's time frame, Carvana is literally at $200. All right, so when everybody thought it was over, at the darkest moment, these guys up here and they bought at the top. Imagine how they felt when this thing was at $3. So imagine how you feel when it goes back up to $70. All right, just keep that in perspective. All right, so we're watching this. GME, we need GME above 21.24. So right now, I think it's still winding up, but it looks like I can't tell whether or not they're going to pin it at 21 bucks, but we're having some issues here getting back above 21 and cleanly start to get some volume, but because volume is really low on this thing in terms of a move. It's kind of just being stuck at that $21 mark. Look at EBS here for you, D. 485. Okay, 4.85% on EBS. EBS Bio Solutions. Don't know the company, but let's see what we got going on here. Oh, here's your one-day creek line. Let's see if you got any crosses that actually happened. Okay, all right, 15-minute. This can probably do some damage. Let's see. This can go. 15-minute. Short term, I see this looks really good. Like this bounce. I can see it getting back towards $9.50. If you got calls on it, that would have been a great spot to do it. Let's go to the 1 hour. 1 hour. Yeah, this looks kind of nice. I gotta admit. 950 possible. Yeah, you're looking at potentially 950, but you need to get a clean break over 989. I mean, obviously that's a psychological number, $9. If you want to take profits, that'd be a good spot to do it. I think you already hit that this morning. So yeah, $9 already hit. Can you get up there higher? You can, but you're gonna get a little retracement first, and then you'll probably bounce off 850, and then get one more push. So you're looking for a little bit of a cup, small with a cup and handle kind of situation to try and go and attack the creek line back at 950. But you need that to happen. But you're going to probably have some trouble here at this level. Probably get back to again 850 before it reaccumulates for the next push. It can come down lower. It can come down to 850, 860, somewhere around there, and then turn around. But that's ultimately what you're looking for. Something of this nature to kind of happen. $17, $70, $25, $26, or $30. I can see it happening in a year. If they ever let some volume in this damn thing. Again, Carvana's a different situation. Carvana did it in a year. All right, in a year went from, where it is to $200. You gotta let that sink in, man. This is a that's a story for you, man. Like, imagine how they felt. That would Carvana to the moon. Let's go. Let's freaking go, man. Up here, right? At 322. They bought after the crash. They were like, this thing's gonna go to 1,000, bro. And then got all the way up here, and then next thing you know, 2022 hit. All right, and then man, just keep. Oh no, it's gonna bounce back. And this goes all the way down to $3. And they just like, nah, man, it's over. Just gonna sell. Take a 99% loss. Selling right here. All of a sudden, you got what's this? December 2022. December 2022. We're now 445 bars. Let's say about a year and a quarter. All right. A year and a quarter later, this thing is up 6,000%. So this guy is freaking excited. He's happy. You know what I'm saying? He's the happiest guy you ever meet. He's like, man, was I smart? I was the smartest dude ever. Because he's saying he probably bought 1,000 shares. For how much 1,000 shares? $3,000? He paid $3,000 for 1,000 shares. This guy's ecstatic. You know what I mean? This guy's pissed off with me. He's like, hold up. I should Diamond. I thought whatever happened to Diamond Hands. Whatever happened to that? He's pissed. He didn't know. He didn't know the pattern. He didn't know what was actually happening. All right. This is why we're here every day, because we know the patterns. All right. I mean, it's gonna take some time. It's taking a while. It sucks. to be down here, but that does not mean you will not go the other direction. So, just one way to look at it. And now this thing is up 6,000% from the bottom. I'm happy I caught it around here in the $23 range, $20 range around here. I'm happy with that. I'm still holding. I'm not selling. All right, but that's just part of the game. You got to know where it's at. I didn't know Carvana back here. I'm glad I didn't. All right, because at this time, I'm still watching AMC GME at the time. And other stocks, basic stuff, nothing, no squeeze stocks. All right, but I'm glad I didn't catch it here because maybe I don't know. I can't call that right now. But catching it down here and watching this pattern play out and tracking this the entire time, watching this breakout and knowing that this was eventually going to happen, makes me feel good about that. But that's what we're now in this position on AMC in. Right, we're here in this situation, even though it won't move a penny. We're in that same setup, that same pattern that plays out all the time. It's just we gotta wait. Eventually it will do what Carvana did, maybe bigger. All right, because this is a much bigger wedge than Carvana's wedge. Carvana had a very tight wedge. This is just like much wider. So who knows? We'll see what happens. Yeah, we got to think about the CEO. We're gonna have to continue to think about things like that and things that could potentially happen. Bankruptcies, is always a possibility with any company. I don't care if it's Tesla, NVDA, or this, that. You never know. Things happen. I'm sure they protect themselves against things, but we have that variable, the boogeyman factor, right? As I call him that. I'm sure he's wrapped up, in a lot of different ways that we probably wouldn't even understand or know. But it is what it's kind of what we got to deal with at this point. But eventually, if things go well, all things considered, all things go well, we should get up here. Maybe something happens with him. Maybe he gets replaced. Maybe he retires. I don't know. Maybe the company gets, bought out or partners or something. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. We just can know. All we can see is the chart, and this chart says it's time to turn around. It says it's time to turn around. I would love to see it happen. Just gonna have to be patient for it. Yeah, so that's what we're dealing with, guys. But ultimately, I think I'm gonna be at the top here pretty much. It is now 12. Gonna probably wrap this thing up, man. But man, we're here, man. We're back in the saddle. You know what I mean? Back in the saddle. We're gonna be back here playing this simple music. In the meantime, until I get this all figured out. But hopefully it's decent enough while we can get our chat on, do what we need to do in terms of these charts and kind of get an idea of what's happening. Hopefully we can start throwing some plays out over stream soon as well. I know we go into deep detail and all that good stuff, but we catch these plays, man, especially in the Discord. We threw out some good stuff, man, this morning, and we're just letting it rock out. As you guys can see, the SPY is up here at 580. All right, 582 is next target. You guys know I've been talking about 620 for a long time. We started seeing stuff come in from from all types of analysts, months later. All right, after I was saying 620 back in the beginning of the summertime, and analysts saying, "Oh, the SPY is going to 618." Oh, okay, yeah. All right, whatever they want to think. Again, I'm not gonna say I'm the best out here. I am a student of the game. I'm a forever student, no matter what I'm doing. I don't care if I've been doing it for 20 years, 30 years. I'm always a student. I'm a student first, and I help whoever I can, and I point out whatever I can. So, without further ado, I do appreciate you guys once again being here as well. All right, we're going to continue doing this stuff. We'll be back here for the weekend on Monday. To enjoy your weekends either way, guys. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe button, all that good stuff as well. All right. Share this stuff. Keep us going. Keep this thing moving. Appreciate all your support and time and attention. You could be anywhere else in the world, but here with me, I totally appreciate you guys. All right, we are back here. Going to be continuing to do this between the hours of about 10:30 to 12 every trading day. All right. That's that, guys. Appreciate y'all. All right. Damn, Uber's still going? Bro, let me take a look at Uber because I didn't buy any. But congrats, bro. Oh, you got out. Well, told you it was going to 100. I just didn't know it was going to be today. Uber's up 10%, bro. Yeah, Uber's up 10%. I just didn't know it was going to be today. But Lyft is still going too, man. I'm sure Lyft is still going. Because Lyft had a lot more beaten down. So, I mean, Lyft up 10% as well. So I think Lyft was up higher, about 12% when I saw it earlier. So yeah, shout out to Robotaxi event for letting Uber and Lyft go to the moon. All right, fellas. But anyways, appreciate everybody once again being up in here. We'll be back here over on Monday. All right, gonna keep a look at some good things. Check out the links in the description as well if you guys are interested in checking us out in Discord. We got some plays going up here. Laugh, chill, do all that good stuff, but also have some good opportunities. Trade with us and whatnot. All right, check that out. Also, follow me on Twitter. Keep the conversation going there. Any questions, let me know. I'll get back to you as soon as possible on Twitter as well. And then we'll be rocking out, guys. But do appreciate the time and attention. Y'all take it easy, man. Make the best of this weekend. All right. Enjoy it. You know what I mean? Put in a good time with the people you love and care about, all right? Appreciate you guys. You guys take it easy and enjoy, man. And watch AMC make this move soon, hopefully. At least GME will, all right? Appreciate y'all. Y'all take it easy, man. Peace.